Welcome to this press conference that we have asked you to come for. We accept your gracious presence here because you accepted our invitation so readily. We are soon going to be starting our Diamond Jubilee year. We are ushering the Diamond Jubilee year, which culminates in 2023. The college began in 1963. And it was founded by Dr. Teresa Kalativital. She had just finished her doctorate in the States. She belongs to the Society of the Daughters of the Heart of Mary. This society runs the college. There was no teacher training college in Goa at all. Soon after liberation, the then Archbishop asked us to come and start the college. And in response to the need, we started the B.Ed college. It was first started in a building down there which still exists, Nossa Senhora da Piedade. That was the Nirmala Institute of Education. And from that small building, where the principal's office was under a staircase, we managed to come up here to this big campus with the help of Misereor, a German organization. Now, when we initially started, it was basically a B.Ed college, a teacher training college, and we had the B.Ed course and the DipEd course. But soon it became evident to us that we need to expand our horizons. And so we started many new programs, beginning in 2000. In 2000, we started the Nodal Childline Center, which manages all the collaborative Childline units. There was no Nodal Childline Center here, and so we were requested if we could start by one of our students trained at Nirmala Niketan, Bombay. So I came back in 2000 and she said, could we have a Nodal Childline? And that's how we started. Now that little center has reached out to so many children in distress. In fact, even yesterday we had an awareness campaign against child labor. Then we also felt the need for counseling because there were a lot of youth going through very difficult times. So we started a course called the Postgraduate Diploma in Counseling, Guidance and Counseling, which trains counselors. We also started the Atma Shodha Cell, which conducts programs to test students' abilities. So we have aptitude testing. We have been going to schools to test children, and lots of parents bring their children to the institute for testing. So we have realized that there is a big need for this. And so over the years, sometimes in 1 year, we have been able to reach out to 800 students to test them. We also had the B.Ed Special Education course. In fact, we were the first ones to start the B.Ed Special Education course. And it really broke our heart when we had to give up the B.Ed Special Education course because the RCI, which is the Rehabilitation Council of India, was insisting that we have a special school attached to a training program. And frankly, in terms of the NEP and all the new developments, what the country basically needs is inclusive education. But we had no choice in that matter, and we had to close the course. We have not, then with Father Romal de Souza, you know Dr. Father Romal de Souza, who's no more, we started the MA in Wellness Counseling, which is the first of its kind in India. While most of the counseling courses have a therapeutic approach, which means that somebody comes to you with a problem and you help the child to solve the problem or the adult to solve the problem. But now we have gone beyond that. The MA Wellness Counseling course is a strengths-based approach. What is the theory behind all this? They say every human being has basic strengths like optimism, resilience. Now when we tap these resources, we can help people to handle their lives better. Father Romal started this course almost in the last years of his life. And at that age, He went to various departments trying to get a grant for the course, but he never succeeded. He took the last lecture, or when he was almost 90, on October 16th, and he died on November 1st. So we had a really dedicated person to start the course. We need more students for this course. It's difficult because people don't understand what wellness counseling is all about. We also have I'm lost. The DLED. We used to have the DIPED under Bombay University. But when Bombay University closed, we had to shift to the DLED. So we have been running that course too from 2015. Out of 40, we were one of the 40 institutions chosen by Tata Institute of Social Sciences for the Global Fund for AIDS, TB and Malaria, GFATM. And so we started training nurses, paramedical people to help deal with patients with AIDS. Okay? So these are the various initiatives we have started. We will tell you the rest through our principal, Dr. Delia Antam.
Like all professional colleges, we also have a very, very tight schedule, but it didn't deter us from organizing a number of activities. And just to highlight a few, of course, we conducted international conferences, national conferences, but our greatest challenge came during the lockdown. So first of all, we had to have webinars to train ourselves, the faculty. We trained our students because they have to give lessons. We also managed to train in-service teachers, in the use of virtual platforms. And all through this time, we kept our students busy, not only with online lectures, but also we conducted lots of workshops and webinars for them on a wide spectrum of topics. And beside that, our counseling cell was very active. It helped our students who were homebound in lots of sessions for them. We also had e-magazine where they could actually, speak about their experiences and so on. In the meantime, we also kept our students, expose them to various digital technologies and data analytics. And I'm happy to say that our college is the first college in Goa to have 10 of our students not only to do the SWAYAM course, but also to clear it. Also, one of our lecturers is the first person in Goa to have e-content on SWAYAM. Beside that, our college is the first college to have a STEAM educator program, and 3 of our faculty members were involved in organizing the Dishtavo program. In the social, our programs were conducted in 3 domains, that is academic, social and cultural. In the social domain, we've had in the past a major outreach program where we involved, had a lot of creative activities for our students, especially in art. Beside that, our students, our college won the One District, One Green Championship Award for the massive work that they have done in internship schools related to environment. We also have a very nice green campus, and we have plans to enhance this campus further. In the cultural domain, we had, you must have heard about the major play that we had, Pride and Prejudice. Now we were able to put it up with a lot of help from our students themselves. First of all, how we go about is, as soon as they get admission to the college, we first try to identify their talents, we try to tap their potential, and in this play, they actually played a major role in writing the script, designing their costumes, they did their own props and so on. Besides that, students are also showcase their talents through their art exhibitions that we've had, and one of our major achievement was the Abulyanche Fest. Earlier, we had the Project Goa, which is to highlight some aspect of the Goan culture or tradition each year, but it used to be an in-house affair. But with Abulyanche Fest, we opened it to the general public. Not only that, Goans from whichever country they are in, they were able to watch the live show, and they were also able to appreciate the culture and the traditions that were depicted and highlighted during that program. In the course of the year, we have planned several activities, and as the year unfolds and even beyond, we have planned activities that we will be conducting under various pedagogies. Then under research, sports, performing arts, visual arts, counseling, early child care, and so on, both intercollegiate, in-house, as well as for the community. But what I'd like to highlight is the international conference that is coming soon. We'll be organizing it somewhere in November, December. It is on incorporating elements of theatre in pedagogy at different levels of education. Today, theatre plays a very, very important role in education. And we will be the first institute to have selected articles presented at the conference to be published in UGC Care Journal. And as the year unfolds, we will see many, many activities that we will be organizing. But right now, we will be launching the logo for the Diamond Jubilee.
This is the logo for the Diamond Jubilee. Discover the diamond in every person. That is the role of teachers, to be creative themselves and to get the creativity out of students. This logo was designed by our professional art teacher, visual arts teacher, Mr. Raymond Pereira, so he'll explain it properly.
Yeah, as you see on the screen, the Diamond Jubilee logo, the theme for the year is Discover the Diamond in Every Person. So the logo is an open book with a diamond protruding outward. The book is a source of knowledge which is imparted to the trainees. It also symbolizes water or waves where knowledge is continuously fluid and evolving. The diamond is encrusted with 6 human figurines which depict the 6 decades since the inception of this institute. The 7 colors of the rainbow symbolize the varied talents of the teacher trainees. In the middle, you could see a banyan tree which symbolizes continual growth and development. It spreads its shoots and props roots in order to support the branches and does not stop growing until it dies. The lotus symbolizes purity. As you see the date, the year, the institute was started in the year 1963, and in 2023 we complete 60 years of its inception. Yeah, thank you.
I also want to tell you that we had to close the special ed course, but special children or differently abled children are very close to our heart. And so we have not given up this dimension, though technically the government gave the course to somebody else. We still believe that we can work for these children. So we are having several plans for several workshops. One of them is sensory integration, to enable teachers to understand sensory issues in children and strategies of managing the classroom. Another one is shadow teaching. The thing is to open classes for special children in regular schools. That's called inclusive education. And while we had the B.Ed special course, we had 9 schools open these resource rooms. In fact, one is in our KG and it's doing very well. This year we have 16 children coming, so we have to get another teacher because you can only manage 8 at a time. So we will also have a shadow teaching course where we prepare educational assistants to work with special needs children in the mainstream classes and provide extra attention that he or she needs. We already had a course in learning disabilities. We are going to have another one, a 50-hour certificate course. Then we will also have a course in inclusive education to help teachers to include special school children in the mainstream. We also are planning to start an early intervention center. That is to be able to identify the problems of children when they are very young, because when they are older, it's more difficult to handle the problems. So there will be a lot of work done with this early intervention center. We will have it on our campus. Then we also, these are all the dreams we have, want to start a pre-vocation center for persons with disabilities. I hear many parents asking sometimes, once they pass out through a special school, what do these children do? They are adults. What are the opening? I understand there are some courses being available to them, but Nirmala Institute wants to take this on as a part of its social responsibility. We have also a very good counselor, 2 counselors on campus. One is in the DLH section and one is here. So we are planning a camp for youth between the ages of 18 and 26, precisely with this theme in mind, to discover the diamond in each person. So we are hoping to have a residential camp for about 40 youth. And the idea is to promote individualized skill development, reflective listening circles, and a lot of introspection to help our youth discover the diamond within themselves. Many of our youth are restless. Now, if they are helped with this, they can come out. So that will be somewhere on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of October, the Diwali holidays. So these are various things that we are planning to start. We also will have, I guess you know that there are many marriages breaking down today, and we need to have a training for married couples, which will be entitled 7 Steps to Improving Marital Relationships. We have couples also coming here for counseling. We have children with the parents coming in for counseling. So we have an established counseling center. The idea of all this is that an educational institution has to be involved in social change, has to be involved in society. So from merely being a teacher education college, we have branched out into other areas. We have the preschool training program, which we are hoping will help teachers get jobs in preschools. But we have not limited to only what we have as the course content. They are also simultaneously doing the IGNOU course. So what is not there with practical issues will be dealt with here. So we have a number of programs that we hope will bring a new dimension to education. Unfortunately, we have already submitted programs, but they are in incubation. They take very long to get approved. Like one of the areas we see very important is training college lecturers to teach. Many of them get their post-graduation in a particular subject, particular discipline, and they go straight into teaching. So they don't really know the pedagogy of the whole process. And so therefore we have submitted again another program which is in incubation. We hope it will come through. We had this with Bombay University when we were under Bombay University. So the institute is moving forward, hopefully in new directions, but we also need the support system that will enable us to have these programs. First of all, we have to build classrooms, because when this was only for the B.Ed, it was more than enough, the building. But it's not sufficient now. So we are planning to build additional classrooms. We have the DLED building there, the annex building. So we are hoping to develop this. We have a very good sports teacher, sports director, who's organizing a number of things in the area of sports. So we hope to get support for all these initiatives. Alisha?
The Alumni Association is a very important part of any institution. I now invite Senior Faculty of the DLED section, Ms. Alisha Dikuna, to speak about this Alumni Association.
So we know that a teacher's life is fulfilled when his or her students do well. So our students who have passed out from here work as teachers and counselors all over the state of Goa, sometimes in other states of the country and even abroad. Many of our teachers are based in other countries as well, and they are doing wonderfully over there. Now, on account of our Diamond Jubilee celebration, as sisters have shared, we have lots of plans, but one of the most prominent one is the Alumni Association. And through this press conference, I want to urge all our ex-students to kindly connect with us once again. What has happened is that we teachers, your teachers get busy, and you all also as working professionals get busy with your work. So over time there is that little disconnect that takes place because of the changes that have taken place in the recent years. From physical mode, overnight we had to switch to a virtual mode of teaching. There were lots of changes, and these changes or these hands-on experiences is what we look forward to getting from you all. So we have teaching that is going on here actively, but it will be wonderful to hear from our own teachers or our alumni who are an immense resource in the field right now, if we can get to know about your real experiences. So our main focus of connecting with our alumni is this. Besides this, we have planned, we have a plan of action to run various programs. Some of them will be cultural programs, some of them will be academic programs, and some activities will be also focused towards fundraising. But all of this is possible only if our alumni comes forward and connects with us, and we all work shoulder to shoulder. So I request all of our ex-students, irrespective of what level you are teaching. Some of our teachers are teaching at an elementary levels in schools, some are in high secondary, some are in high schools. But in whatever form or the other, small or big, it will be wonderful if when our teachers, our team tries to connect with you over social media, or we have most of our contacts of our ex-students, please feel free to connect back with us. It's just little time and little effort that we would ask from you all. And I think together we can, work wonders for the institution, for the students at large, for future teachers. Also, if you all can help us in, internships, placements, in terms of, creating some job opportunities to the new batch that is passing out, we will be more than grateful and obliged.
It's important to note that we were the only teacher training college for 30 years. Till the other ones came up. So for 30 years, Nirmala has done yeoman service to the state. We have a center called the Center for Excellence for Elementary Teachers. And so we have run various courses for preschool teachers, primary teachers. And one of the responses that we got from the primary teachers is that at last somebody is paying attention to us, because they seem to be a neglected lot. So we hope and pray that we will be able to serve the state. We are beginning as usual with prayer, the year. So we are having a mass on the 20th, inaugural mass on the 20th, which will be presided over by our Archbishop, Most Reverend Philip Neri Ferrand. And we are hoping to we've had several ex-student priests who will be able to celebrate the mass with us. So all our ex-students are invited for this mass, because we want to pray together for the blessings of God on this year. Thank you.
You are doing a fantastic job training the teachers, but nowadays we can see the teachers are on road. On the road, they have come on the road for the strike, they are not getting the job.
Yes.
But in the contrary, they are on job, but they are removed from the job. How do you see this entire?
Initially when we were the only teacher training college, I heard that there was another college starting, and then another. So I put a question to the government. I said, where is the placement? We have hardly many schools, okay? And so where will, almost every year we get about 600 teachers coming out from the various training colleges. So where are the schools for them? That is why one of the dreams we have, but I don't want to discuss it now, is to have an innovative hub where we can teach them to do other things related to education. Preparation of audiovisual materials, developing new ideas and trying them out. So that is our plan for the future. So we hope to do that. But many of them are struggling for jobs, and that again is a reflection of poor manpower planning in the state.
We also offer some of the certificate courses, and at least during the lockdown, we had one on bakery. They really made good use of it. Besides that, in the course content, there was one project was given to them under one of the topics, subtopics that they had to learn. They had to learn a new skill and see whether it fits within that, what they had learned in the course content. And what we least expected was they not only learned a new skill, they used it so much, they started their own YouTube, and they also started earning, which I thought was something very good and innovative.
Any other questions? Okay. So we want to thank you very specially for coming today, because we really want to serve the state of Goa, and we want to give our best to the state of Goa, because that is our mission, to produce the best teachers, the best counselors, and all our students know that they will not get a mark just for anything. Very often we have colleges competing for distinctions, and I've always told the students, we don't need distinctions. What we need is that you become persons of distinction, and that you be the first one to volunteer for activities in the schools.